Once upon a time, in a small, cozy house, lived two cats. Mimi, the playful, energetic one, and Lilly, the quiet, elegant one. But there was a problem. They did not like each other. Not at all. Mimi thought Lilly was too serious. Lilly thought Mimi was too noisy. Every day, they fought. Every day, they argued. And it seemed, they could never be friends. Mimi would chase Lilly away from her food bowl. Lilly would hiss whenever Mimi tried to play. They would glare at each other from across the room, sometimes even fight for the same spot on the bed. Their owner tried to bring them together, but the two cats only grew further apart. The house was full of love, yet between Mimi and Lilly, there was a wall of hate. One cold, rainy night, something happened. The window was left open by mistake. Lilly, curious, went outside. But the rain poured harder, the thunder roared, and Lilly could not find her way back. She was lost, wet, and alone. Inside the warm house, Mimi noticed Lilly was missing. For the first time, Mimi felt worried. She looked around, but Lilly was nowhere. Something in Mimi's heart whispered, "Even if we fight, she is still family." So Mimi stepped into the storm, searching for Lilly. Mimi walked through the dark streets, calling with soft meows. The rain hit her fur, but she did not stop. Finally, she heard a weak cry. It was Lilly, shivering under an old box. Mimi rushed to her side. Instead of hissing, Lilly looked at Mimi with tired, desperate eyes. In that moment, everything changed. Mimi rubbed her head against Lilly, as if to say, "I'm here. You are not alone." Together, step by step, Mimi guided Lilly back home. When they returned, their owner dried them gently with a towel. For the first time, Mimi and Lilly curled up next to each other. They shared warmth, and they shared silence. Days passed. Slowly, the fights stopped. Instead of pushing each other away, they began to share food. Instead of hissing, they began to play. What once was anger, turned into trust. And what once was hate, turned into love. Mimi and Lilly finally understood. They were never meant to be enemies. They were meant to be sisters, to be best friends. Now, they sleep side by side. They chase butterflies together, and they know, no matter what happens, they will never leave each other again. Because sometimes, the strongest friendships are born from the hardest battles. This is the story of Mimi and Lilly, two cats who went from enemies to best friends forever. Once upon a time, in a small cozy home, lived two adorable cats, Mimi and Lilly. Mimi was curious, playful, and always looking for fun. Lilly, on the other hand, was calm, caring, and a little bit shy. Even though they were very different, they were the best of friends. Every day, they played together, shared their food, and watched the world outside the window. From that day onward, Mimi and Lilly were no longer enemies. They became partners in mischief, and sisters at heart. Every morning, when the sun filled the room with light, Mimi would jump on the bed first. Lilly would follow, pretending to be annoyed, but secretly, she enjoyed every second. Sometimes, they would chase each other around the house. Mimi ran so fast that her tiny paws slipped on the floor. Lilly, more graceful, would wait for the perfect moment and pounce. Together, they turned the living room into their playground. Sometimes, they knocked over small things, sometimes they tried to open the cupboard. They didn't always succeed, but together, they always found fun. Even when they got scolded for their naughty games, they never blamed each other. They also loved to play hide and seek. Mimi would squeeze into a box, her tail sticking out. Lilly would pretend not to see, then tap the tail with her paw, making Mimi leap out in surprise. The house filled with their laughter like meows. At night, their mischief didn't stop. Mimi would tap Lilly's ear gently to wake her up. And then, both of them would sneak into the kitchen. Mimi and Lilly finally understood. They were never meant to be enemies. They were meant to be sisters, to be best friends. Now, they sleep side by side. They chase butterflies together, and they know, no matter what happens, they will never leave each other again. Because sometimes, the strongest friendships are born from the hardest battles. This is the story of Mimi and Lilly, two cats who went from enemies to best friends forever. Instead, they curled up together, purring softly, as if saying, no matter what happens, we will always be a team. Day by day, their bond grew stronger. They were no longer just two cats living in the same home. They were best friends, playmates, and soul sisters.